In this video, let's create a traverse to draw the trees in here. And as with all of these features, the whole reason to put the points into a traverse is that we want that traverse to draw everything using quick view settings. So I want to tell Traverse PC to draw trees a certain way, and do that by putting them into a traverse. So I'll just leave the cursor where it was earlier here. And let's just create a traverse called trees here. And I'm going to insert a traverse. So I can tell Traverse PC that I want to insert a new traverse. Let's do it above this one. Let's call this trees. And I'm going to tell Traverse PC that I want to use a symbols only format. And like we've done in so many other videos, I don't have one maybe set up exactly for trees. Oh, I do. Okay. So the symbols only uses the conifer symbol. So I could use any number of different tree symbols in here. There's probably about a dozen or so, and make it any size that I want and color. So really, I'm all ready to go there. And we're going to tell Traverse PC, I'm going to turn off this delineation. You've seen that already, so we don't really need to have that. Traverse PC is going to create a new traverse called trees. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to bring these in. I noticed that we've got quite a number of different trees that we picked up. Here's a 36-inch cedar. Let's just drop down, drop up here a little bit more. There's a 48-inch cedar. There's a 24-inch Doug fir. Here's a 30-inch fir and a 16-inch fir. So I can't necessarily say bring in all the cedars, bring in all the trees by description, but notice how each one of these has an inch in it. And that's what I'm going to take advantage of here. So in this traverse, I'm going to tell Traverse PC, insert existing points, and I want matching points. So I'm going to choose OK. And I'm going to say bring in everything that has inches in the point description. So it brought 20 of those in. And let's take a look at what I actually get here now. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to look down through here because some of these inch things are going to also be monuments. So here I've got 3 of these that are galvanized iron pipes. Let's just get rid of those. So let's delete those selected items. I've got cedar. Okay, here's 2 more iron pipes. And I can just click the delete up here in the toolbar too. So now I basically have got all trees in here. And I already told Traverse PC how to draw this. So it's going to turn right around now and create these trees for me. But I want you to notice something. Ultimately, when I'm all done, I'm going to turn off all these control points. Right now, the control points are drawing those trees for me because the first traverse that gets a shot at drawing a point determines how that point is drawn. So as soon as I turn this off, control isn't going to be the first traverse to draw them. Trees is. So watch what happens when I turn off control. See how I get my trees now? I'll turn off this other control here as well. So I'm going to expand this over. And I can see that here I've got all my trees in here. If I wanted to, I could override any one of these symbols. And I could say, I'm going to draw all the cedars that way. That's great. That's a cedar. That's a cedar. And I could turn descriptions on these. But Doug firs I want to draw a little bit differently. So I could override that one just by itself. And I could say, for a Doug fir, I'm going to draw that using this live oak symbol. Now, it's not a live oak, but that's a symbol I want to use for it. So I can override whichever ones I want and do that however I want to do it. It's really up to you. And then you can also come in and change the size of these. So I can say, here's a 48-inch cedar. I simply just want that to be bigger. So instead of drawing it 1/1400 of an inch, I want to draw it at 2/10 of an inch. So it actually appears bigger on the drawing. And that's fine.